What is going on, all you beautiful people out there? Welcome back to another episode of Just Real Quick, sponsored by JKR Windows. Thanks for checking in today, you guys. Today it is December 21st. We got, as of right now, 3.5 days until Christmas. It's pretty exciting. What's interesting is that right now we've just closed some of the biggest deals of the year. And in fact, the biggest deal in our company history just closed the week of Christmas. Think about that for a second. Wanted to start out real quick by doing some shout outs. As always, we want to give recognition to all the important people in JKR Windows that make this thing tick. First of all, our guy Ryan V up there in our Draper office has been absolutely laying it down for the team, trying to do everything that he can to help us grow our team and to improve our processes and improve his organization in what he's doing so we don't have anything falling through the cracks. I've been on the phone more in the past couple weeks with Ryan than I have been since he's been here because this kid is serious about helping us grow. So, Ryan, we see you, bro. Appreciate all the commitment to taking this thing to the next level. And because of your work, we actually have 5 new people. And in Draper, we started Will, which I hear is off to a fast start. Chris and Callie are both of our new directors up there in the Draper office, and they're both doing phenomenal. Just got off the phone with Jared today, hearing about all the improvements that both of them are making. Very excited for all 3 of you guys. And then big shout out for our St. George office. We started a young lady by the name of Lexi. She's off to a great start, and she was so excited about her first couple of days here that she introduced her husband to the company. We met him at the Christmas party, and he'd been pretty much all in on coming to work with us since then. He put in his 2 weeks, and they said, no bother doing 2 weeks. You can go ahead and go start a JKR Windows. So today was his official first day. We're super excited to have a power couple on the JKR Windows team here in St. George. And wanted to give some shout outs to our installers. Jason took a team up to Boise to go wrap up some stuff up there and take care of some customers that have had some issues. And wanted to give a big shout out to those guys for being willing to go do that for us and button up a bunch of things that have been hanging over our heads. One of the things we pride ourselves in is making sure that we deliver for the customers. We're not always able to do it as well as we said we were, but dang, we sure try. And we are blessed to have people like Jason and his crews to go up there and do things at such a high level to help us get things buttoned up. So appreciate you guys for doing that. I know it's cold up there right now. And like I said, we had the biggest sale in company history come through from Mr. Patrick Neal. Proud of you, brother. It wasn't very long ago that we were talking, and he was stuck in a job that he wasn't all that excited about, wasn't making that good of money. And this young man just closed down the biggest deal in company history and made himself a quick $5,000. And, it was 4 months of follow-up. Had to build some relationships. I'm sure he learned a lot of things along the way. But super proud of you for closing that deal. That one's going to be a tough one to beat because I'm pretty sure you beat the next closest record by something like $40,000. Impressive. And wanted to shout out all the winners in the holiday high speed. We've got Money Magnets, Patty's Baddies, and Pain and Glory all competing for the championship in the final week. And the consolation bracket, we ended up with Top G's, No Pain, No Gain, and the Juggernauts all going up against each other this week as well. Love seeing all the chatter on the chats. Thank you, Allie, for helping us put this competition together. We're having a phenomenal month, and that's what competitions are all about, is get people fired up to push through some tough times, through some times where most people aren't pushing. And I'll tell you what, most people right now in the week before Christmas aren't pushing. But I know our people in JKR Windows are out there putting in the time. They're committed to going and doing something special and helping us finish this year strong. So I appreciate everybody that's helped us put the competition together and all of my leaders out there that are helping drive our teams to go out and finish this year the absolute best that we possibly can. And, of course, got to shout out our operations guys, Brooks, Haley, Cody, Ray, Allie, Leanna in the back room over here. We love you guys. We couldn't do what we do without your support. Appreciate everything that you do. And I want to give a big shout out to my wife as well. I know that she watches these. Honey, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do, helping us organize our swag and organize our holiday parties. Our Christmas parties were amazing. We did 2 back-to-back Christmas parties on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and they could not have been better. And we have a lot of that to thank Chandeli for. And, of course, we had Ray helping out. We had a bunch of the team members helping us out with that. But, Chandel, you are an important part of this team too, my love. Thank you for everything that you do. And how about everybody, don't forget about the summit that we have coming up January 14th. So it's coming up quick. We got about 3 weeks left. We're doing it in St. George. We're going to have an Airbnb for everybody to stay in that's coming from Salt Lake. And I've got some spare space at my house, too. If you guys want to bring some air mattresses, you guys can crash at my place. We're going to be doing the summit at my house. And we've got an agenda that Ray helped us put together. It's an all-day event. We're starting early. We're going to do a polar plunge. We're going to do some breakfast. We got a speaker coming in the morning of Saturday, the 14th. Phenomenal speaker. You guys are going to love him. Dropping some bombs and some knowledge and wisdom. And then we've got all kinds of activities and extra stuff planned throughout the rest of the day. And I want every single one of you there. Make arrangements. Catch a ride. There's going to be an Airbnb for you to stay in, or you can find a spot on my floor at my house. I want everybody to be there. We're going to be preparing, game planning, setting goals for 2023, which is going to be the best year that we've ever had. And it's important that we all get together and we're aligned. We're rowing in the same direction for 2023 because it's going to be intense, you guys. We got some big goals to hit. It's some big commitments are going to have to go along with it. So I want all you guys there at my house, January 14th. And just so you know, the holidays fall on a weekend. So all of our office staff is going to be taking the 23rd off as well as the 26th. So they'll be gone Friday and Monday. If you need anything, they're likely still going to be available. And you can always call me if you need anything as well. But I hope you guys enjoy your holidays with your families. I'm excited. I'm always excited for this time of year to get to see the excitement in my kids' face and see them open presents. And I know I've got some surprises that my wife and kids have got me too. It's nothing like being a kid, but you still get a bit of that to come back as an adult and tap into that inner child. You know what I mean? And then let's see here. Any last words? Nope, that's it for shout-outs. Thank you, Ray and Allie and Jared, for helping me put this together. So I've got shout-outs and recognition to give every week. Let's see here. Wait a second. I think I had some other shout-outs to do. McKay. So I wanted to give McKay a shout-out. I was on a call with him today, and the guy is on a roll right now. Holy smokes. He's got a great closing ratio. James told me he's got something like a 75% closing ratio. And today, I got to kind of find out why that is, where his head's at, the place he's at mentally, physically, and some of the technique that he uses that we can all apply to the way that we operate. So, McKay, thank you so much. And I want to touch real quick on something that McKay taught me today that I think is very important. And we have it built in, but McKay's confidence, his delivery, his conviction, is maybe the best in the company right now. And even coming back and only being here for a couple of weeks, impressive where he's at right now. One of the things he said today was that for him to be as effective as he is, it took a lot of hard lessons. He's gone through some ups and downs. But right now, the reason why he is so effective is because of his confidence and his conviction and his belief in JKR Windows. He's worked for other companies. You know, he's been involved with solar, and he's been recruiting for high level companies. He's worked for another window company. But because he has a company to represent here at JKR Windows that he can be proud of, that he's seen firsthand how we deliver for our customers, without hesitation, with full confidence, he can talk about the things that he's seen and pour in this conviction into his customers, which builds belief. And it helps them to make a decision that we know is right for them. And then you know what else he does at a very high level is he sets expectations very clearly. And we can all do this from the time that we meet them at their doorstep all the way through the end of our process. What we want to do the best is set expectations and very clearly paint a picture about how the rest of this process is going to go for the next 5 minutes, for that appointment, and throughout the whole rest of the process until we get their windows installed and we get that final checkoff from them. It's our responsibility to paint a picture and set expectations for them. So there is as little doubt as possible, as little uncertainty as possible injected into their head about whether or not this is the right decision for them and how the rest of the thing is going to play out. So when you're sitting down at the kitchen table and you're going through the process of setting the expectations, one of the things that McKay says is that I'm going to be looking for a yes or no, a hard yes or a hard no. I'm okay either way. My coordinators come out into this neighborhood and they set 4 to 5 appointments, and it's my job to set up the advertising home. And because it's such a great offer, they usually go really quickly. So it's okay with me either way, yes or no, but I'm going to be looking for a hard yes or a hard no. And that's me repeating it after hearing it once from him today. Trust me, he is a lot smoother. He's been doing this a lot more than me as of late. So it comes out a lot better. So if you want to hear it firsthand from him, have him tell you how he does it. Because you can apply it to what you're doing on the doors too. That conviction, the belief, the certainty in his voice when he says that has a lot to do with why he's closing at such a high rate. And if you want to take your game to the next level, whether you're closing deals or you're setting appointments, you've got to have that certainty. At those key points in your presentation is where you have to be the most certain, the most polished, the most practiced. So when it comes out, there's eye contact, there's absolute certainty and confidence in what you're saying. And there's not going to be any shadow of a doubt to them what you're trying to convey here because of how clear your expectations are about how the rest of this process is going to go. From the time they're going to be in the appointment to the low pressure style that we have with JKR Windows, to both spouses needing to be there because of all the customizable options and the reason why it's so important that we have both decision makers there. Right down to the same thing that McKay says. And at the appointment, we're going to be asking you for a yes or a hard no. Either way, it's okay with us. These advertising homes go on a first come, first served basis. And I've already got one set up. I'm just looking for one more. We would love you to be able to take advantage of this. But if it doesn't work, that's okay. We'll just set up your neighbors. The certainty. And with practice comes confidence and certainty. So there's a couple things that you have complete control over in your life. One of them is your thoughts. How you think about this is going to have a lot to do with your results. So start getting this under control. Tap into your mentors and your coaches and the veterans here in the company to help you get that under control, because we've all gone through the same things that you're going through if that's something that you're dealing with. But then the next thing that you have 100% control over is your free time. What do you do with your free time? I want you guys to have a great lifestyle, spend time with your family, do the things that you love, but I also expect you guys to be professionals. I hold people here to a high standard. And one of the things I expect you to do with your free time is to be dialing in your craft, spending time, practice, drilling, and rehearsing what you're out there doing on a day-to-day basis. And if you haven't noticed, all the people who are doing that, who are doing the training, who are doing the recordings, who are holding themselves to a high standard and holding themselves accountable to the expectations of JKR Windows, they all have the most numbers on the board. So it's a simple formula. If you want to take it to the next level, there are successful people around you that are modeling it for you. All you got to do is just emulate them. Do the training. Pay attention to what you do with your free time and spend a good portion of that working on your craft. Practice, drill, rehearse the things that we're teaching you. So the next time you go out, you're never going to have to deal with that same objection again because you practiced how to overcome it next time. And you're going to be better every single day you go out there. And you're going to expect success. Successful people expect to be successful. So that's my message for the day. I appreciate you guys checking in. I'm going to try and keep these as short and sweet as possible so we can get as much engagement as we can. This is valuable time that I have with you guys. I can't always be in there in the office doing training as much as I love doing that. But this is my opportunity to share my excitement, my enthusiasm, my belief in JKR Windows and what we represent, and to give you guys some tools to be able to take out there and create your own success story. I want every single one of you to be able to be successful and earn a high income, and we're trying to give you the tools to be able to go and do that. Now, it's up to you to take it, do something with it. So Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if I don't see you, good evening and good night.